It's Madden NFL 22, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
The best numbers that Lamar Jackson possesses is that his team wins the vast majority of games that he starts at quarterback. But in addition, 2,900 yards rushing in his career. They know how to build around him and play to his strengths.
This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. The solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, try to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. He is going to hold the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles. Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now they hand off to Coleman, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it. And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They're going to run this with a tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6. So now Now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Pirine is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Lamichael Pirine who finished it off with a touchdown run. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is Duvernay. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Ravens again. A team that in 2020 went 11-5. Remember, they went to Tennessee and surprised the Titans by defeating them in the wild card round. But, Charles, big news in the preseason for them. J.K. Dobbins out for the year with that injury. So how do you see 2021 playing out?
Well, they definitely wanted to throw the football with better efficiency. And even with J.K. Dobbins out, I don't expect Lamar Jackson to throw it more. Okay, Gus Edwards will fill in at running back. Justice Hill behind him. And don't be surprised the Ravens don't add a runner at some point early in the season. The defense is still strong and stout. A lot of people are wondering if they're in decline. I don't think so. I think that this team is still ready to go and still ready to contend for a division title and maybe even get back to the Super Bowl. But they have to throw it better, and the running game still will be predominant, and Lamar Jackson will lead the way.
And week 1, they go out to Allegiant Stadium to face Las Vegas. First time that building will be packed with fans. Should be an interesting environment. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Jets offense, as they come out here, Charles, this has been a tough stretch for the Jets and their fans. It's been now 10 seasons without a playoff appearance, the longest active drought in the NFL, and last season, CD, they were just 2-14.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And I know that for those huge fans that they have there, that base that they have, heck, one of my favorite teachers in high school, Mrs. Clinton, she loves the Jets, so she's fired up about this new regime. Zach Wilson at quarterback, Robert Saleh is the head coach. I saw them in preseason. 31-30.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the It's a gain of 35. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a mess of a song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson steps. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A handoff. It's Murray. call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
And in Corey Davis's 4 years with Tennessee, he had his moments, but his best year was last year. Finished 16 yards shy of a 1,000-yard season and really started to look the part of a #1 receiver. He will really help Zach Wilson in his rookie year with the Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Malik Harrison on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Set go. Right there, baby. Mike 40. It's coming this way.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Ready, go.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown! Ty Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield. Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable. I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second and 10, Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, call it the 26. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a very strong first half for our rookie quarterback. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Jets, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. There he goes right side. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down at 7. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Murray. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's still on his feet. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Murray again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And hauled in by Croft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. It's a first down and more for Davis. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Jackson going to run again. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Here's Wilson. Screenplay, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Being chased out left. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th fourth down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wilson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, it's Murray, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Second and 8 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Wilson and the Jets down by 10. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.